So today we are going to see the NX CAM turning program. The exercise which we are going to see today is this. So it is a raw material of billet of size dia 80 cross 105. You can see the profile. So from the initial raw material we have to remove the stock, that which we are seeing in the next section, and we have to get a profile like this. Okay, so it is a very simple exercise, but in this we are going to learn how to do phasing, rough turning and finish turning. So with this we will be able to clearly understand the NX turning procedure. So when we do a complex profile, the same procedure need to be applied. So model, say it's turning 1. Okay, so I have selected my local folder here, and then we have to give OK. So we can directly go for the revolve option. So we need to select display. We can click home here. We have to go for the profile section, then it will be easy for us. Click profile. So this axis center is going to be my start point, existing point. Okay. So in this direction initially I am going to go for a distance of 100. And then in this direction, if you look at this diagram, you will know I need to go for a distance of 12.5 and 30 okay, in order to get this profile. So you need to study this drawing and slowly give the values. 12.290 degree, okay. So maybe I will use Control F, fit, get a little bit closer, and then in this direction I need to go 30 then. Okay, and then I am pressing escape and I am trying to get out of this profile, and once again I will go for profile and I am going to start from here. So in this is the existing point, origin point I am selecting. So once again look at the diagram, I have to go for a distance of 37.5 because it's dia 75. So one side of the section only I am going to draw and then revolve 37.5, 30, and then I need to come down for a distance of 12.5 because I need to come to dia 50 and then go for a distance of 20, and then I can join these two profiles. So for the sake of simplicity I am doing like this, it's easy. So keep in this direction. The distance I need to go is 37.5, okay, for a distance of 90. Okay. So in this direction I need to go 30. Okay. I'm going to come down in this direction. Okay, so what should be the distance? 12.5. Use an empty, okay. So go here, so catch this point, okay, the end point, okay, and then we have to come down in this direction for a distance of 12.5, okay, and then we have to go in this direction 20. Now what I will do is I will catch this end point. Okay, so end point. So we get this profile finally. So if our profile is closed, we may get a as section like this. It is important for us to have. Okay, so now we can come out of the profile and escape or double click. So this is the section that we need. Okay, that we have got. What I need to do is Okay, fine. So as such you have, we can edit these dimensions, we can make it a little bit smaller. I did it, but I will let you know. So here what we have to do is you can give finish here. That's it. Okay. So you need to specify vector, then you have to specify the x vector here. Next option is you have to specify the x vector here. So yes, you can see it's x-axis. That is the axis about which it has to revolve. And it will also ask for one more point. Okay. So you can select, okay, you can go for click the point and 0, 0, 0, you can just give it. Okay, so automatically you can see it revolved directly with the default options. It revolved. So if you want to change something, say angle, start angle, end angle, or any other thing, we can modify it. But for us, as such, it's fine for us. Just give it. Okay. So this is the profile of the object that I needed to draw. Now I have this object. Okay. So now we are going to save this object. You can go for file and save. Okay. One more time. And then this what we need to do is directly we can go for the manufacturing operation. So we know file new, and then we have to go for manufacturing tab. We have to click, and then for this we have to go for the second option, prismatic turning and mill turn. Okay. So for milling we go to the first option. Here for doing the turning jobs, that is doing lathe, CNC lathe or CAM lathe, we are going to go for this second option, prismatic turning. That's all we can give. Okay. So rest are default for us. Just give okay. Bringing the job fit I have given. So first option, as you know, we have to go for this geometric view. Okay, I got this geometric view. Then what we do, second sub spindle we can ignore. So first main spindle, we click this plus. As we do in the milling, same procedure, double click the workpiece, specify a part. This is going to be our part. So we are going to just select this, click OK, and specify blank. So what we need to do is we have to give here bounding cylinder. Okay, so our job is a cylindrical job, so we have to give bounding cylinder. So they are given the diameter is going to be 85. Okay, and then the length as 105. Okay, so this is how they are given. Normally what do we do? In one direction we have to specify. So here what we do is we give 0 in this side and then 5 in this side. Okay, but in the previous versions and all, it will not be there. You have to only manipulate it here only, not directly on the sides. Okay, so that is the difference. Apart from it, same. So we are given the workpiece, initial raw material as 85, 105. As usual, what we do is we remove the display blank. Okay, then click OK. That's it. Now we have specified our workpiece and just give OK. So after this, you click the home tab here for your reference. As you know, we normally go for the create operation next. Here also create operation. So if you look, there is a turning selected, defaultly turning selected. The turning options, so this is for us. Okay, we may not go for the other options, turning. And then here we have got the sub operations, phasing, turning, left turn, like that. Okay, so here what we need to do is first we are going to go for phasing operation. So you may click phasing here. That is going to be our first operation, and then click OK. So this is the blank material, it is showing in the rows. This is the profile we need to get, and the phasing operation is what we are going to do. So first thing what we can do is, we can click geometry and there is an option called avoidance name. Okay, the second option, geometry, we are clicking in avoidance name. The previous versions also this avoidance will come. Okay, so here you need to go for this spanner, that is edit button. Here what we need to specify is from point option. We need to specify this is the so this is the point from which the machine will take it as a reference. So from here it will start the program, from here it will start the tool, and after finishing the operation it will try to get back the tool to this position. Okay, it is somewhat a safe position for doing the operations. Okay, so you can go for specify here and directly. So if you look here, let's stop the diagram. So it is like this. Normally it will be on the, it will be above the top right corner. Okay, so it will not touch the job. So if you just make it somewhat in the side view, it should be away from the job and at a little bit height. Okay, so you see, I'm seeing this option. Okay, so then give it. So this is the first step. We are specifying something called as a from point. Yeah, first itself we are going. Then we have to go for this tool option. Okay, so go for the tool. Here what we are going to do is we are going to select for phasing operation. Maybe we can select this tool, first tool. Okay, normally here we have got left-handed and right-handed tools, and they are first OD turning left-handed tools. That is what we need to focus and select. And there are also ID turning tools for internal diagram. Okay. Here we normally go for left-handed OD turning tools. Okay. There are two tools here. Say this one and maybe this second one. We can select any one thing. We can select. Say first I am going to select this for phasing operation. Click OK. So here the default options we can take, and maybe we can specify what we usually used to do is the last tool number. So we can specify tool number here. Yes, we have specified the tool. Now let's say the start point we are given the tool. Okay, and then I'm just clicking this generate option. So if you look, it is trying to do the phasing operation, but what happens is that it try to phase it continuously. Okay, whole job. So I don't want it. I want to limit it up to this point. Okay, so for that what I need to do is go for the limit option and point axial trim plane. You can limit it to this point. Okay, so we are limited to this point. Once again we are trying to generate this. Now if you see, it is doing the phasing only here. Okay, so this axial trim plane option will be also available in the non-browser version also. We have to go for that. So it will not be simply this axial trim plane only will not come. All the other options will come, but we have to select axial trim plane in that point, and then I have specified the point here. If you specify the point here, then it will automatically limit the phasing to this operation. Then once again I need to generate. I am fine with this. I am going for this verify, and then 3D dynamic as usual we do, and then what we do is we try to bring down this animation speed and then play and see. Okay. Now it has done the phasing operation for us. That is, it has reduced from the length of 105 mm to 100 mm. Okay. So now I am going to go for the, you can just click OK, and you can come out of this operation. Next operation for me is going to be rough turning. So you can go for the operation, create operation, turning, and the second option, there is a rough turn OD is available. We need to select that. Okay, rough turn OD, second option, we need to select that. So after selecting this, we can give OK. So before that, there is one more thing is that in the method, there is an option called the lathe rough. We need to select that also. Okay, normally we would have selected the operation subtype and given OK, but for lathe rough and lathe finish, there is another parameter that we need to select, that is this method. In the location there is an option called method. In that you need to select lathe rough. Then only it will leave some material for lathe finishing operation also. Okay, so it will calculate. So you have to give lathe rough here and then give OK. So here the avoidance we have to give for the first time. Okay, every time we need not give. So you can see the point here, the avoidance point is already present. Okay, so the from point is already present, which has to be given through avoidance. If it is not given, you have to give first time. But phasing we have already done, so we have given that. So without phasing, if you are directly entering into the rough turn, you have to first give this from point. Okay, that you should always remember. So whenever it's not coming properly, then you check that whether in geometry, in avoidance, whether you have given this point. Okay, it's already there, no problem. This can be given cancel. If not, you have to give. Then go back to the main. The thing is that the profile is already registered, so we need not specify every time. Automatically it will know. Just we need to go for the tool, and maybe the same tool I am going to select for lathe rough operation. We select this tool, give OK. It's already there in the first counter, I think, maybe. Or maybe the tool number is not there. We can give same tool, but same dimension, but a different tool also we can specify. Fine with this. So here what we need to do is just we can generate and see. Okay, and we may ignore that one or two warnings can be ignored. Okay, so here if you give generate, it automatically shows the tool profile what we have to cut. Okay, so I hope you can see this. The number of passes it is going along the profile it is cutting. There is some amount of material above it, say it is dia 80, so it is going till the end and removing that material. Okay, I am happy with this. So what I am going to do is I am just going to give verify. So it is a 3D dynamic animation speed adjustment play. So here what can I do is, if I don't want, I can change the depth of cut. Okay, that can be done. So normally at the end of it, it has to go back to this from point. Okay, so maybe sometimes it will stand here. So only they are telling that one symbol is fine for us. Okay, just give OK. And finally I am going to do the finishing operation. For this you can go for create operation. Okay, so here what we need to do is, here there is a finish turn OD operation. We have to select this finish turn OD, third one, finish turn OD we have to select, and then here we have to go and give lathe finish we have to give. Okay, lathe finish we have to give. I can give OK. Okay. So here we need to select the tool only, other operation it will be. Maybe I am selecting this tool to differentiate between rough and finish. Normally the tools will also be different in the process also, between rough finishing and the finish turning and rough turning process. Okay, so a different tool I need to select that enhances the accuracy as well as the surface finish. Okay. Maybe so here I need to specify the tool number. Okay. So here I can just directly go for generate. Not every time you need to give the profile. It will automatically figure out where the profile is, and it will do. I can go for 3D dynamic and I see what it's going to do. So you can see it is doing the finishing operation. That's all. One cut. In the rough we have seen it has gone many passes, but in the finishing it is only one pass along the profile. Okay, it has done the finishing. I am happy with this. Give OK. Here also OK. Now what we need to do, what is the last step for us? So maybe we can select these three operations. So I need to click control and select these three together. Okay, these three operations together, and I have to go for post configuration. And here I have to select lathe 2 axis. I have to select lathe 2 axis. Okay, so this is will be done in a CNC lathe. So lathe 2 axis, you okay. And as we do, we go here, post process, we have to click. Okay. So one is you can directly go and see the program it has done. Okay. So first phasing, tool number 1. So it has done the operations like this. Okay. And then submitting a rough turn, it has done G92, G96, G95. Okay. So you have to study and find out and tell me what are these codes in the next class. What is G95? Why are they are using G96 here? Okay. What is the meaning of that? G95, G94. Here if you look, they are using the cycle, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is how the program comes separately. Okay.